Okay, so today we are going to be going over inspecting a breaker box. First things first, got to remove the screws. And I will make sure to put the screws on the magnetic sleeve. So I like to go from the bottom, hit each side. And because, I know what I know about the paint, I want to make sure I give it a seam before I remove it, so that way I don't mess up the paint. What happens too, when you're gonna make sure that you get a good amount of the flathead bit in the grooves before you start screwing down. Sometimes there'll be paint stuck in the screw heads. So this paint is on there. This paint is adhesive, to say the least. So I'm gonna get my knife, coming back with my knife. Go ahead and give it another seam. Go as gently as I can, but also make sure I get a good cut. Get a thorough cut. Typically, this is the part where you should just be able to, but this is proving me bested, don't you think? So what I do is I hit the corners, and as I go, I make sure to, just create a seam as I go, because this is the part where it starts to come up a little bit. So with it still being stuck right there, swing it a little bit. But as you can see, it is stuck, because that usually happens when, people never take off the cover, but why would they ever need to, right? Alright, and so had I not done that, all that paint a lot of paint would have came up. And this is a pretty good looking breaker box, I'm not gonna hold you. The wires are not in loops. There's really nothing I would change. You got 2 hots and a neutral. I don't think it was no locks. Yeah, it wasn't no locks in there, but no locks is a fire hazard, so tomato. While I'm in the breaker box, I see that there are 3 smart breakers with buttons on them, so I went ahead and tested them. So I got my multimeter, make sure I set it to volts, AC volts. That is the symbol for AC versus DC. So what I do is I bend the wire a little bit so I can see the voltages. And I'm looking for 240 coming in from the meter or from the power company, or 210, so it's 212. And then so going from 1 hot to neutral, 120 or 110, and then from the other 110, and then from neutral to each breaker is 110. So then just going down each breaker, making sure each breaker is sending voltage. This is how you can find a breaker that's not working properly, one way, and then 2 another way. One thing you can do is switch them back and forth. All right, so we got 120 on each leg. Just continuing to go down the other side. Make sure you hit every breaker. And I didn't do the testing the double pole breakers for 212, but they individually had 120, so it's fine. All right, and just gonna put the cover back. Making sure I don't turn off any breakers, and I usually start at the top with a finger twist, hit both sides. And I noticed some of the paint, so what I did was just a little Negro rigging, just a little bit of Negro rigging. Can you even tell? And so typically you don't want to tighten the top screws all the way. because you will have to push on both sides to get the middle screws in. All right, and got the cover back on, screws back in, picture over, and we are all good. Freeman Tech Service. Thank you for watching.